Hello everybody, how's it going? This is TheSuperMarioPoke here, and I have a match against Mulvone19. As you see from the team previews, it is a UU match, and so we're going to go ahead and start this. He's got a Swampert, and I've got an Aerodactyl, so instead of just going for the taunt, worried about the the waterfall, that kind of thing going on, maybe Avalanche, Ice Beam, I'm just going to go for the rocks, and he is as well, because I see in the team preview, you know what? I don't care, because the rocks hurt him more than they hurt me. I mean, my Rotom is going to be feeling it, but, he's got Victini, he's got Zapdos, so we're both going to be feeling the pain of the rocks, and I know none of us can spin them away either. I do have a Hitmontop, but it's a Technotop. Now, I get this Victini asleep early, and unfortunately, I have a Toxic on me, but that'll allow me to switch into any other status that I'm worried about, and the nice thing is I have Regeneration, so it really doesn't affect me as much as it should. But he has this Mew as I switch out and go into Aerodactyl. And I'm really not sure what this thing is going to do. So I go ahead and taunt. I see it has leftover, so I'm thinking it might be a little bit defensive. And it turns out I'm dead wrong. This thing is Swords Dance, 3 attacks, up in my face. And I'm just going to go for the Earthquake because I don't want to miss right now. And also, maybe I can hit something for surprise on the switch. I don't know. I really just went for it to win. I went for it to go for it. So I'm just going to go into my CC no Re. Which is my Heracross, and I'm gonna take the Drain Punch really nicely. He will get some HP back, but it looks like just double lefties kind of thing, like his double lefties power play. But anyway, so he's gonna go to Nidoking. I was thinking he was gonna switch to Zapdos, as I see that Zapdos switching a lot when people just forget about the Stone Edge on my Heracross. So I just go Stone Edge. Hopefully hit that Zapdos pretty hard, maybe knock it out, but. I'm not going to get it this time, which is fine. I am going to get to go back to Ridley. And you know what? I'm just going to taunt because I want to play it safe. I don't want him setting up. I don't care if he can take me out. The damage that I can do, as you saw from earlier with Earthquake, I mean, I can miss Stone Edge, and Stone Edge won't do that much more. It really doesn't make as big of a difference as a Swords Dance would, so I'm just going to go for the taunt. Now, here, he has Zen Headbutt, and he flinches me. God, that sucked because I went for Will-O-Wisp, which would have shut him down, and now because of that, I have to go for a Pain Split because I can't, I can't deal with the rocks at this HP, and I couldn't take another even with the burn, unfortunately. So I have to go for the Pain Split here, which I wanted to do after I got it burned, and so but if he didn't flinch me, I would have missed the burn, so it's fine. Anyway, so I get the burn off now on a Swampert. So basically his Swampert, I believe it's Waterfall, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Toxic. All he can really do now is Toxic. I mean, I could even be like, hey, I can take a Waterfall with this Fire type. Holla. But I am going to go to Tarzan here. Just showing him that I am switching to him whenever I see the Swampert, as Tarzan is a pretty good hard counter to that. And I'm worried about the Ice Beam, but I'm thinking he doesn't have it because he would only have 2 moves left and he wants dual stab, so I'm thinking he doesn't have it. Anyways, I go ahead and Leech Seed the Mew, and I figured residual damage, helping with that lefties, bringing him in a range that I know I can kill with a Night Slash, so I don't have to risk missing the good old the Mega Horn, yes, from my CC no Re. And he goes ahead and switches, and I missed the Power Whip, which is such a shame, as I do want to bring this thing down a lot, because I'm forced to go to Mike here, which I don't want to do. I want to save Mike for late game. That is the game plan. Sweeping with Snorlax late game. Mike, who's the man that some of you know from my older channel, back in 4th gen, he was a boss. Back in 5th gen, or still in 5th gen, he's a boss, and he's a boss right now. But I'm going to go to Shake and Bake, as, he's got Mew here. And that's fine. I believe I can just go for the good old Will-O-Wisp here, try to get some good damage on that as he Drain Punches, trying to get some HP back, trying to drain me down a little bit, because now I can't really switch into rocks that well. I believe I can take one more, especially after the lefties, but after another hit, it's gonna be a little iffy. So he's gonna go for another Drain Punch, as I just go ahead and I believe I Pain Split here. That was actually a misclick, but it ended up not mattering as much, as it kind of brought me back to where I was, actually a little bit more, so it was alright, But now he switches out. He wants to save that thing for later, knows he can get a free switch to Swampert and use that at least for switch fodder later. But here, I know he is going to switch out thinking I'm going to switch, and that I'm really not phased by this. I'm not phased, bro, by this Swampert, and I know that he's going to want to switch, so I go for another Thunderbolt, and he ends up going to Victini, predicting my switch to the hard counter Tarzan to give him an extra turn to try to wake up, but it's not going to work. He's just saving it now for Sleep Fodder. It's going to die to rocks, but he doesn't want me to put anything else to sleep, so he's going to switch out. But yes, that is awesome. I missed the overheat. I'm not even mad, man. I just went for Thunderbolt on a Swampert. But, you know, it really wasn't that big of a risk, though, because, you know, he was burning, can't really kill me. But maybe at that HP, he could at least knock me down to where I really couldn't switch out. So, yeah, I guess it was a little bit of a risk, but it was a nice reward. Anyways, Tarzan here is just chilling, and then he gets hit with a heat wave, and he's like, it's hot, hot, and he just faints. So, just, you know, dropping like flies, just like the people, you know, in, like, the South, you know, Midwest kind of thing, where it's really hot in the summer, really hot, dry, nice to live if you live there. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I used to live there. It's a nice place, but I don't live there anymore. I just go for close combat and get the crit on the Swampert. It probably mattered. And what he said he went for Toxic, because we were in a Skype call while we were battling, because we're cool like that. And so yeah, he would have got a Toxic off, which could have played in later on. Crit mattered, bro, but it's fine. He does go for the Sleep Powder, and of course misses, and he's like, if I miss this one, I'm gonna be so mad, rage, but he doesn't miss it, so I don't get to overheat, and that would have been, oh man, that would have been delicious for me, but I would have felt bad for him. That would have been horrible, because, I mean, we've both been missing moves in this match. It's been crazy. I mean, you know, Power Whip, or he flinched me with the thing, Zen Headbutt, you know, now he's missing the Sleep Powder, so I missed an overheat, if you guys didn't miss that on the Swampert, but I wasn't even mad, because, you know, that was right after the awesome thing. But, anyways, he's going to go into this thing and put me to sleep again, which is fine. I mean, I was just like, hey, I'm going to do this until I wake up, and I'm going to overheat. But it's not going to happen. So I might as well just cut my losses and be like, alright, fine, Sleep Fodder. He's going to switch to his Big Bird, which is getting hit with the rocks once more. And that's how we take down the birds. We just throw, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, we got our Stealth Rocks, so we'll see how many birds we hit with those Stealth Rocks. But now I'm going to go to Mike. I mean, his Mew isn't a factor anymore. His Victini isn't a factor anymore. He paralyzes me. This Zapdos is, if I get paralyzed one more time, Mike's gone. Thankfully, though, I get off the rest, and at this point, he can. It's not over yet. I mean, he's still got some Life Orb left in him. He's still got some Life Orb left in him. Anyways, and as you see, I mean, it's gonna bring me down, and if he gets a crit or maybe 2 crits before I wake up, I mean, that's it. But if he can get 1 more crit where he can bring me down to where he can knock me out with another poke before I can attack, because here I'm just going to go for Curse, as I know he's going to die from Life Orb, and if only he had a Roost, that would be awesome. I would have been like, oh no. But I do go for Curse here, and I live, and after lefties, I believe I have like 222, I think maybe 218, somewhere around there. 202, okay, it wasn't 22, it was 202, but now he goes to this guy, and he goes for the Earth Power, and I'm thinking, oh god, please don't crit! Yes! Get off the Body Slam, which I was surprised it took him out, but it's, you know, stab, you know, +1 attack, that kind of thing. So now he's just going to go into this thing, and I'm like, alright, can't put me to sleep. He's just going to Giga Drain. Oh, so close. I was hoping he could take me out with the Giga Drain. That would be nice. But Mike, finishing off the game like a boss, as always. Love you, Mike. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It was a blast, you know, battling. But, you know, that's it. So if you want to check out my channel, the link will be below. It's a new channel, TheSuperMarioPoke. And, yeah, that's all I have for you. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.